President Trump, we love you. We will support you all the way to the end. Thank you for everything you've been doing.
We have a message for you, President Trump, from all the way down from the RGB 956. Latinos for Trump here representing. We've been with you since 2016. Co-founded Latinos for Trump. We pray for you, and it's time to what? Finish the wall! 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 Finish the wall!
Hey everyone, and welcome back to our channel. So in today's video we are going to talk about why some Hispanic people voted for Trump. So there's been a lot of backlash towards the Latino community for their surprising turnout in support of Trump, okay? And I thought it was essential to gather some videos and share their stories. As I watched these clips, I noticed a common theme. Many of these individuals believe America is in a state of disaster and that Trump is the one who can bring about change. For some, it seems like a personal decision driven by their own experiences and values. Most of them mentioned that they voted for Trump because they think the country needs a drastic shift and they believe he's the one who can make it happen. Okay, so I collected these videos for you guys to watch, and I want you guys to leave your own thoughts, what you think about these videos in the comment section down below. And remember, we don't support bullying on this channel. Okay, so watch these clips and I'll be right back.
For me, one of the reasons why I voted for Trump was the economy. Now, I shared this before and I'm gonna share it again. For 15 years, I worked for Kroger. Kroger owns Ralph's, Food for Less. I worked at dairy at one point where we load up the iced tea, we load up the milk, we load up the lemonade, we load up the orange juice. We do all of that. I was there when they priced them, $2.99, $3.25, no more. I'd never seen it $4. Orange juice, a gallon of orange juice. Now it's $8 at Food for Less. That's not Food for Less.
It's quite the opposite.
That's food for more.
Right.
Okay, so to me the economy was it doubled. $8 for a gallon of orange juice. Okay.
I'm Ecuadorian, and this is why Latinos are going to vote for Trump. And woke Americans are going to say, "Oh, you're betraying your own people." I'm Ecuadorian, not illegal. So many Latinos that are going to vote for Trump immigrated to the United States legally, or their parents did, or their grandparents legally immigrated here. And do you know how hard and difficult the legal process is? You have to get an actual visa to live here, not just one of those tourist visas you can overstay on. You have to always be in status, and then you have to get a green card, which takes forever, and then a few years after that you get citizenship. Why the absolute fuck would I want some illegal alien who crossed the border illegally and skipped the entire line to get a visa, or someone who got a tourist visa and decided to overstay several years or decades to be giving just a free pass by a senile old man? Those illegal aliens, they skipped in front of millions of legal immigrants. And the woke Americans will say, "Oh, they just want a better life." Everyone on earth wants a better life. If you can't get a visa to the United States, get a visa to one of the other 195 countries. Every single country on earth has a visa policy to keep out the people they don't want. Those people could be dangerous. Those people could be criminals. Those people could be just people that won't contribute. Don't break my country's laws by illegally entering my country or overstaying your tourist visa and then play the victim card. So why the hell would I vote for Joe Biden, who wants to devalue all the work that legal immigrants did by just giving status to a ton of illegal aliens? I'm Ecuador.
In 2019, my parents lost my childhood home. My dad was 4 when he migrated to the States from Mexico, and this was his dream home. I had no intention on getting emotional during this post, but this home was also my mom's dream come true. We built so many memories there. We had our family over constantly. My friends were always there. It was just the spot to go and hang out and feel safe and feel like you're home no matter who you were. The feeling of losing it was the worst feeling ever. I remember leaving my home and walking down the stairs for the last time and thinking that I never want anyone in my bloodline to feel this kind of devastation, essentially, again. And I didn't want it for anyone else. I was 19 when this happened. I'm 31 now, and since then I've worked my ass off. I didn't want this to happen again. I've made smarter decisions. I've done my research. I've really been clear on the places I gotta go. I've interviewed people to see what mistakes they've made and how I can learn from them. I remember how excited I was whenever Obama took office. I was like, we got our first black president, and he's so fucking generous. Like, oh my God. And it was my first year, like, going to college, and I was like, this is so freaking awesome. Who knew what was going on behind the scenes? But now that I'm in my 30s, I see that there was just so much more to it. It was supposed to be my first year in college, and I got into a really great school. But I couldn't go because financial aid didn't cover it. My parents made too much, but yet didn't have enough to send me to school. So I got 0. And guess what? I didn't qualify for healthcare either. That was a shit show. And I was getting taxed on not having healthcare as well. I never wanted to fucking listen to my dad. Like, if you knew me when I was 18... 0 fucks given, listen to nobody. I only listen to myself. I make my own rules, make my own decisions, still till this day. But back then, I was hard-headed as fuck. Until finally, I saw that my family wasn't the only one going through these hard times. And I started asking questions. We were in a recession. I had no idea what the fuck that even was. I felt clueless and I hated it. So I decided to shut my mouth and listen and learn. I was wrong about a lot of things, and that's okay. That's totally okay. It was really hard for me to admit at first, hey, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. That was really hard, but I had to swallow my pride and my ego and say it. I finally realized that the financial situation of everyone in the United States of America depends on who's in office. And that's when I decided that I was going to really dive in and be a full-blown conservative. Not just did this align with my morals and values of being Mexican American, but it made sense financially for me and my family. That's why I'm voting for Trump, y'all. It's not because I'm a bigot. It's not because I'm a fucking racist. That's disgusting. Get that out of my face. It's because I really, really care for people and I care for my family. Cheers.
Am I a sellout like the left suggests? The amount of times I've been called a sellout on this app by liberals, I can't even count anymore. You see, as a Latina American, I had every single reason to consider myself oppressed. I was a teen mom, I'm Hispanic, I grew up not very well off, and not to mention in the worst part of Phoenix. 27th Avenue and Indian School, if you know, you know. If I wanted to rely on the government, I easily could have, and I don't think anyone would have blamed me. But I work in healthcare, and working around a lot of doctors, nurses, physicians, lawyers, business people, I woke up one day and thought there's got to be a better way. And when I woke up and saw the agenda that the left was trying to push on people like me and my family, I got smart and I started to do my research. And I realized that no other country in the entire world can you go to with $20 and make yourself extremely successful. Today, I'm a Latina American, I am a business owner, I am a mom, and I'm able to have my cake and eat it too. And the reason why I make these videos is to show other Latina American women, or Latino women period, what can be possible here in the great United States of America. But our current administration is trying to ruin that for all of us. They want you to believe that Donald Trump does not care about women's rights. They want you to believe that he's racist. And they want you to believe that he's not for the working class or the middle class. And I can tell you that the economy was never better under Donald Trump. Construction workers were never jobless under Donald Trump because the economy was amazing. And as a woman, I never lost a single right. So as a Latina American woman who had to wake up and flip to the other side to actually see the truth, I encourage you to do your research and possibly do the same. Where are my fellow Latina Americans for Trump?
I lost over 50 plus followers on Instagram, TikTok this morning because people knew that I was voting red. Totally okay. And it's okay for people to think differently, have different values, have different morals. We are not all the same. We are allowed to have different perspectives. We're allowed to have different points of view. So do not let other people make you feel bad and just block out the hate. Block out the hate. They unfollowed you? Good. I hope you have a great life. I hope that you know this was for the better of our country and wish them well. The amount of hate that I have gotten on social media this morning is insane. So let's talk about it. For a long time, I was very scared to admit that I was voting red, and because of the fear that that I would get this hatred that I am getting. And what I have learned from meeting other people and having conversations with other women who are also conservative and voted red is that they are so welcoming. They will sit down and have a conversation with you and hear you out and be educational and not throw out hate like the woman who voted blue. So let me just start off by saying I also am a registered Democrat. Like, I never went to go be a registered Republican. Being a registered Democrat and voting red for the first time, it does say a lot. I will start off by saying that I grew up in South Texas, where it was a community of mostly Latinos. I am Latina. I grew up in a household where we all speak Spanish, and to this day we still do. Hablo español, mis papás son de Mexico. Fear was always instilled in me that I couldn't think or have different opinions, and I had to follow what everybody else was doing in the community, or I would be going against my people and my family. In the last 2 years, I have really done my research, and my fiance has been so great at sitting down with me and reading articles, watching informational documentaries on politics, on different views and policies, and be very educational to be where I'm at and why I voted red this time. Also, backstory, my fiance is in the military. So he has been in the military going on 5 years now. So that also played a big part in what I voted. We are looking to get married in the next year and have a wedding. So really important to be able to see if, he's not going to be deployed, if we're not going to go into war. So that did play a part on why I voted red, but also there are many other things why I voted. Going back to where I was raised and having, a Latino background, my parents, my grandparents, they went through the process of getting their U.S. citizenship the right way. And I just feel like they did it the right way. They paid thousands of dollars and they spent years waiting on them to get approved, and for other people to just come here without going through that process is really a slap on the face to my family and to myself. My parents also came to this country because they wanted a better life for their kids. I am one of 5 kids, and my parents have worked their butts off their whole life to be able to provide a better life for us, and that means being able to follow the American dream. And I want to be able to provide that better life for my parents. I wanted to be able to retire them soon. My dogs are back here. Sorry if there's noise. But that is a dream that I have, that I want to be able to retire my parents, buy them their first home. My parents have never been homeowners. I would like the opportunity to be able to afford it. I would like the opportunity to make that dream come true for them. So, that played a role as well, because me and my fiance want to buy my parents a home within the next year. So that also played into, are we going to be able to afford it? Is it going to get deployed? How are the housing rates, the market, everything? How is that going to play? I can go on and talk about why I voted red, but I just want to say that to the women who are getting hate, who are getting unfollowed, who are being told nasty stuff by other people, I see you and you're not alone. Thank you for standing up for this country. Thank you for voting. Thank you for exercising that right of yours. And as a woman, I know that my rights are not going to be taken away from me. The right that everybody seems to be concerned about actually is already up to the states. So abortion was left up to the states. Don't think that there is anything that can be done. So I really don't know when women talk about my rights are going to be taken away. My rights. What rights are we talking about? Please leave a comment if you know what rights as a woman are going to be taken away. I want to be able to have kids in the future and not have to worry about my girls sharing bathrooms with boys, my girls not playing with boys in a women's sport. I wanted to be able for them to walk around their neighborhood and feel safe. For many years, I was brainwashed into thinking voting red meant the worst. And I'm here to tell you, as a Latina who voted red for the first time, do your research. There's a ton of information on the internet, and some of it is fake. Some of them is, people want to instill fear in you. So just do your research and do not feel ashamed for feeling the way that you do. If you voted red or if you voted blue, I am sending you love, and just know that Jesus loves all, no matter what you believe in, no matter what values you align with.
Okay, so those are the videos from the Latino community who decided to vote for Trump, and they've given their own reasons as in why they voted for Trump. As we have seen, many Hispanics feel let down by the Biden administration, believing it's all talk and no action. They are putting their hopes in Trump to bring about change over the next 4 years. But as we have also discussed, some of these voters are already expressing regret, according to my previous videos. Okay, it seems that they didn't anticipate policies like mass deportations, raised tariffs, and reparations for white people. I did a video on that on my yesterday video. You can check it out in my recent videos. Yeah, so I've come across some eye-opening videos on TikTok that suggest a shift in sentiment among Hispanic Trump supporters. They're realizing that the reality of Trump's policies doesn't match their expectations. Okay, take Angel Rodriguez, for example, a Latino man who faced racism from his white neighbors just a day after the election. You can find that disturbing video in my previous videos, in my previous uploads. Not just personal stories though. The data also shows a complex picture. In the 2020 presidential election, Democrat Joe Biden got 66% support from Latino voters, but Trump performed better in some states, like Nevada, where Latino men voted for him in high numbers. Fast forward to the 2024 election, we see that the economy, immigration, and healthcare are top issues for Latino voters, according to them, with 85% saying the economy is very important to their vote. But here's the thing. Trump supporters and opponents prioritize these issues differently. Trump backers focus on the economy, violent crime, and immigration, while opponents emphasize healthcare, gun policy, and Supreme Court appointments. It's clear that there's a disconnect between what some Hispanic Trump supporters thought they were getting and what they're actually getting. Some Trump supporters are already finding out what their vote actually meant, and the stories are going viral on TikTok. There is the Trump voter who relies on the Affordable Care Act, which Trump wants to get rid of. So I hear. Okay, there's the gloating MAGA neighbor who recently learned what a tariff is and how it will hurt him. There are parents of autistic children who are finding out that Trump wants to gut the Department of Education. This is what I'm hearing from Americans, white, black, on TikTok videos. Okay, so I stand to be corrected on this. Okay, it's not just about policies though. It's about the personal impact. I have seen videos of Trump supporting illegal immigrants getting deported, and undocumented workers who thought mass deportation didn't apply to them. There's even a story about a Trump voter who didn't think mass deportation applied to his own mother. So with the new government taking office, Hispanics, a lot of people, many are worried about what's to come. Will things get worse or will things get better? I guess only time will tell. And I would love to hear your thoughts on this. Yeah. And the implications of Trump's presidency on the Hispanic community. I guess we know what's going to happen to them, right? Yeah. I mean, Black Americans have been telling these guys this for years. Even I have learned from you, my brothers and my sisters from another mother. Yeah, I also want to hear your thoughts on this video in the comment section down below. Please share your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe for more content like this, and I'll catch you in my next video. Please stay peaceful.